Hi, it's me again, the one guy. Yeah, that took long enough. You might have read the title, but in essence, I'm playing SuperTux, but every enemy has to be saved. Call it the Pacifist Challenge if you want. Yes, this is practically practicing to get minimum % world record. Watch out, speedrunners. Anyways, I'm gonna go into rules real quick. Rule number 1. No enemy can die, no matter what. This means it can't die from me or some other source, like spikes. Rule number 2. Dispenser enemies count. Dispenser enemies don't count in the enemies killed section of 100%ing a level, but for this challenge they do count. Hey, future key in here. This rule is practically impossible to fulfill. Anyways, it's now every dispenser enemy killed by the player doesn't count. Rule number 3. No air flower. Does this really need an explanation? Does it? That's it. Get into the challenge. Alright, so welcome to Antarctica and the journey begins are nothing special, so I'm gonna quickly go over the easiest strategy we can do for this challenge. Simply run away. Okay, so let me explain. By running away from the enemies, you despawn them, meaning they are now suddenly in Hawaii drinking pineapple juice. Thus they are not dead and we are exempt from murder. That's strategy number 1. Anyways, the challenge fails at the bath level. You wanna know how? This idiot. Simply can't be saved from his idiocy, and I did try, but you are way too slow. Anyways, challenge is now a minimum kills thing. Back to video. I didn't put this in the script, but he's the only death in that level, by the way. A fork in the road is also impossible, though it's worth mentioning another important strategy here. By using Mr. Iceblock, we can prevent other enemies from dying. Reminder that Mr. Iceblock cannot die unless you ground pound or fireball him. Anyways, this didn't work in this case, because the ground exists. Via Nostalgica requires more Mr. Iceblock shenanigans, which in this case works. Frosted Fields immediately gives us another enemy to save with Mr. Iceblock, which again, we need that strategy. Also, we will see our biggest enemies. One that I did on accident. The bouncing snowballs. They aren't a big issue here, but they're going to disqualify a lot of levels. Just as I don't know, more snowballs. Yeah, G-Thanks game. Stone Cold is up next, and a bouncing snowball just jumps off. We can't do anything here, so we must continue. Icicles are also extremely dangerous to our quest of no one should die. Running further airborne is impossible because of bouncing snowballs and Captain Snow, both of which die from their own devices. Above the Arctic skies isn't much better, by the way. The most we can simply do is run and hope they end up in Hawaii somehow. Airflower is also out of the question for 2 reasons. The first is that it takes too long to take, thus this bouncing snowball would almost certainly die. Second is the reason why I haven't been using Big Tux as of yet, and it's because he's got too big of a hitbox. Small Tux can at least weave around his enemies, but Big Tux can't. So unfortunately, we're out of luck, and we have to watch 2 bouncing snowballs fall off a cliff. I believe if you're fast enough, only 1 dies, but I'm not bothering optimizing this. Talk about honesty. We can at least play careful to avoid getting more, but there's 3 more enemies we can't save. Those being these 2 bouncing snowballs and this flying snowball. Nightshell is fine. Again, the only death is a goddamn bouncing snowball. Told you they're a problem. Anyways, the rest of the level is fine. Into the Stars has an enemy die off screen. Then this bouncing snowball who jumps off. That's about it. Okay, entrance to the cave is pretty interesting. Something I've neglected to mention because it hasn't been relevant as of yet is that enemies will die if you put them on a platform with only 1 object. This only works on enemies who don't jump off cliffs. But it matters here since we have 2 smart balls who I can kill if I'm not careful. Moving on, nothing else really compares. This is one part where I died twice, but that's about it. This one's actually possible. Oh boy. The cave levels. You would know how bad these are if you watched the previous challenge. Well anyways, but under the ice is impossible. Guess what? It's because bouncing snowballs exist. Also, icicles and ice crushers are gonna be a constant nuisance. Keep this in mind. The rest of the level is fine, by the way. Living in a fridge. I thought these 2 were going to die, but apparently nope. Actually, it's that bouncing snowball. No way, it's that one. Huh. Also, 3 other snowballs die. Thought I'd mention that. The rest of the level is okay. Or is it just me? These names are kinda weird to say. Anyways, first up, I'm gonna do the secret route. Then I need to jump on 2 Mr. Bombs because I can't tightrope that without dying or jumping on them anyways. And boom, that's the level. Miyamoto Monument. Apparently this one is possible. That's it. It just is. Ice in the hole. 3 bouncing snowballs decided that Hawaii sucks actually. Side note, spikies are not affected by icicles. The only times you're going to kill them is if you ground pound them. Ice crushers pose a serious threat in this one as well. Mess up and you cause issues. The spiky also can't be saved. You just can't. End of the tunnel. There's an interesting screw up you can do here. Wake up this spiky with the elevators at the top and he dies. You can guess the solution, right? Also, this bouncing snowball is fine. Then 3 spikies dive headfirst into spikes. Thanks. A path in the clouds. Bouncing goddamn snow balls. I swear, what is up with them and trying to jump off? It's almost like that's their name, damn it! I'm slowly losing my mind over bouncing snowballs. Flying snowballs can also be extremely annoying. I'm 90% sure you can beat this level without killing this one. That's it. Icy Valley. One flying snowball has to be sacrificed. The rest of the level is fine. For fun, I did do the secret route, the secret level between two glaciers. This one might actually be possible. The only thing stopping me were these spikies, so I bet if you didn't wake up the first one, we'd be able to do it. Over the frozen bridge. Again, icicles are dangerous as all hell. This one's surprisingly possible. Shattered bridge. Ice cubes and Captain Smartass over here screwed us over. Pretty sure you could save one ice cube, but I don't know. The Castle of No Luck. Confusingly possible. I would have thought something would have screwed us over, but apparently no. This level just lets you be a pacifist. Not without issues, no, you still have to try, but it's possible. The Yeti is still a joke. And he's a boss, damn it, he doesn't count. Anyways, no, I am not doing the crystal mine, I am not into tormenting myself. So, this is certainly something that could be optimized. I guarantee once this is out, someone is going to be insane enough to find solutions to the impossible levels. I have no idea how, but I just know it'll happen. Anyways, goodbye. I'll watch another video, damn it.